man. We're 25 minutes late. Let's go. What's the deal? What are we waiting on? Yeah. I mean, we never ran far behind. Oh, well. What was yesterday? This was one. It wasn't me. Wasn't failure. Hey, tell me what it does with the baby. Thanks, dude. Oh, yeah. Crappy when we started off.
So kids are coming up, right?
Kid cards. Do you pay for it or anything?
She gave me something. All I need is actually interview somebody for
Yeah, our series president. How about that? Todd. Todd Covey. Todd Covey wins 4 times. Todd Covey done scoring. He did it. He did it.
Swallow.
Once again, I want to say good morning to those folks joining us on the line at www.flwksprintseries.com. Those folks joining us online. I want to welcome you as we're getting ready to move on to our pre-finals. As we welcome you here to the Anderson Race Park down here in Palmetto, Florida, just a little bit southwest of Tampa. We work on race day number 2 with our Florida Karting Championship Series. Right now, our kid car drivers making their way onto the track. Kyle Long in the 77. Trevor Dankman will be in the 62. Kylie Forey in the 55. Jackson Roner in the 54. Jaden Larson in the 36. Gabriel Ramirez in the number 28. Brian Henry in the number 12. Jordan Hefner in the number 7. Elias Freebury in the number 5. Arnold Junko in the number 1. So again, this is our kid car drivers as they're making their way out for their first run here this afternoon. Actually, they had a practice earlier, so they are out here now for kid cars. Again, we had weather problems this morning. Earlier today, we did have some rain. The kids were not able to get out early on. So kid car drivers ages 5 to 7 making their way out. Stars of tomorrow with the Florida Karting Championship Series. That is qualifying in the books for all of our classes. Those folks joining us online will run down some of our fast times as our kid cars make their way around. In Rotex Jr., Oliver Askew had set fast time. Oliver turning at 47.116. That is your overall fast qualifier, Rotex Jr. Yeah, Rotex Jr. In our tag qualifying, Nick Ricker, Tennessee driver, set fast time. Nick turning at 45.614. In our tag class, in Yamaha Junior, Skylar Robinson. Skylar turning fast time. Skylar turns a 47.965. That is our Yamaha Junior overall fast qualifier. Earlier this morning in our cadet sportsman, Jacksonville, Florida driver Jason Yarborough turning fast time. And Jason turning a 50.711. 50.711. Jason Yarborough set fast time in our cadet sportsman. In our shifters, fast time, Chase Wilsey's shifters ICC turned to 44.023. So we'll correct that, 44.032. In stock moto, Chad Waldron turning fast time. Chad turning to 44.976. In our Easy Card 100, Cody Snap setting fast time. Cody turning to 46.039. That'll put him on the pole position. That'll be Easy Card 100 for Cody Snap. In qualifying, Tag Heavy. Turning fast lap, Ken Holland turning fast lap with a 47.254. In KF2 class, Dominic Lamanna. Dominic turning a fast time of 45.871 at a 45.871. And our final class to qualify today was our Yamaha Sportsman, Jason Yarborough, locking up that pole position. Jason turning a 50.611 in our Yamaha Sportsman class. So qualifying all in the books this morning as we're just coming out of our lunch break, working on our kids' cars as they cycle around for the final time. And we will move on into our pre-finals. In our pre-finals, again, we will have Rotex Jr. They'll start us out. They'll be followed by TAG, Yamaha Junior Cadet Sportsman. And we'll have all shifters class, Easy Card 100, TAG Heavy KF2, Yamaha Sportsman. And that will line them up for our pre-finals. Again, pre-finals will be 10 laps for all of our classes. As we're working on race number 2 here at the Florida Karting Championship Series, weekend here at the Anderson Race Park, beautiful facility, 13 turns. They're at the track. Weather-wise, well, we are seeing sunny skies. A little bit of rain earlier this morning has lifted out of the area. Just a little bit partly cloudy skies, a little bit of light wind out of the east. Again, weather-wise should be in very good shape down here. I know folks listed, it was all around the country, around the world, getting a little bit of chilly weather, still some snowy weather out east, but things should start to improve out east as we work our way into the early part of March. But weather-wise down here in the Tampa Bay area, it looks like we're in very good shape for the remainder of the weekend. And Florida Karting Championship Series will be in race number 3. Will be an Ocala Grand Prix. That'll be our 3rd event of the 2011 season. Get excited up there to see the folks up at Ocala Grand Prix. Race number 3 as we move ahead to the month of April. Again, 6-race series here at the Florida Karting Championship Series. we're about ready to go for our pre-final. This will be our first pre-final of the day. It'll be Rotex Junior. They'll kick us off first as we work on race number 2 of the 6-race series here at the Florida Karting Championship Series. Started the season out down in Homestead, Miami, right here at Anderson Race Park, Palmetto, Florida. Just a great facility. And seeing some good weather. We talked about the weather last year, seeing a lot of rain, but rain a little bit earlier this morning. That has cleared. We are on dry tires. We'll be up in Ocala Grand Prix April 1st through the 3rd. That'll be race number 3. Looking ahead to May, we'll move up to the northern part of the state, Monticello Karting. That'll be May 13th through the 15th. In June, we'll be at the 103rd Street Complex up there in Jacksonville. That'll be June 17th through the 19th. And we'll wrap it up in Fort Myers. That'll be August 5th and through the 7th in Fort Myers. Again, that'll be our race number 6. So, 6-race series, Florida Karting Championship Series. As we get ready to roll out now for our first pre-final of the day, it'll be 10 laps, Rotex Junior. And here's the way we'll line them up. Oliver Askew on the pole position. Oliver set fast time with a 47.116. And Oliver sending that fast time, only driver to get in the 47-second bracket. He turns a 47.116. Ryan Lockwood is outside row 1 in the number 13. Row 2, Morgan Healy in the number 16 will be starting 3rd. 4th, it'll be the 12 of Sarah Metcalf, starting in the 5th position. Orson Morales, Orson in the number 7. 6th, it'll be the 314, Jeffrey Lampert in the number 314. Dylan Booch to be starting 7th in the 77. And Venable in the number 26 will be outside of row number 4. This is our first pre-final of the afternoon. I want to welcome those folks. And the Florida Karting Championship Series website is we're streaming throughout the country and around the world. I want to welcome those folks in. I know you have a lot of relatives down here racing. And we'll get you the coverage throughout the entire day. We ran through our qualifying, but again, we get set to roll here now for our first pre-final of the day. There'll be 10 laps. And tag coming up next. They'll be followed by Yamaha Junior. So Oliver Askew on that pole position. Oliver, an outstanding qualifying lap, 47.116. And our head flagger down there just before turn number 1. A look at the field. He likes what he sees. He shows him green. We're underway. Yeah, and Oliver Askew's been on a very strong run this weekend. Takes that Tony card off of turn number 2, and he'll be your early leader. So Oliver Askew starting off very strong now as he works his way to turn number 4. Morgan Healy in the 16. That'll be your second place car. Morgan already picked up 1 spot, gets around Brian Lockwood and put Morgan Healy into that second place position. The field will cycle around for the first time as they come down the front stretch. So there's your leader, Oliver Askew. Oliver heads off at turn number 4. Cartway lead coming into turn number 3. No big surprise there. Again, dominated in qualifying with a 47.116. He'll cycle around. We'll get some times here. See 9 laps remaining as Oliver Askew takes the field into turn number 8. Morgan Healy running 2nd. 3rd, it'll be the 13th, Brian Lockwood. 4th, it's Sarah Metcalf, Colin Warren. In the number 11, that'll be your 5th place start. That's your top 5. Really no big surprise sitting on a Tony card. Oliver Askew got very strong in qualifying. He turned to 47.116 in qualifying. Oliver just turned to 45.721. So 45.721 for Oliver Askew. Obviously, the track really coming in now. Again, we did have a little bit of dampness when these drivers were qualifying. They did qualify on dry tires. That track looks like it's 100% dry right now. We're seeing a little bit of an increase now in the times. As qualifying Oliver turned to 47.116. That track was just a little bit damp earlier this morning. But Oliver fast lap with a 45.721, so he'll lead the field. Got about a 1.5 second lead right now over strong running Morgan Healy running 2nd. Brian Lockwood sits 3rd as the field comes across the start-finish line. That'll complete 3 laps this time by Oliver Askew. Opens up to a 1.8 second lead over Morgan Healy. on. Colin Warren got to create a little bit of action now as he works into turn number 10. He's working on Brian Lockwood. A little race there as Colin Warren has picked off the 12 of Sarah Metcalf now. Sets his sights on the the 13 of Brian Lockwood as he'll come across the line. Oliver Askew opens up a 2.5 second lead over Morgan Healy. Brian Lockwood still battling with Colin Warren for third. Yeah, Brian Lockwood got the pressure sneaking up on him as they come to turn number 4. That'll be Colin Warren. Yeah, Colin Warren did not have qualifying time. He did not qualify, but right now he is battling there with the 13 machine. Lockwood as they come into turn number 9. Outside that, your leader opens up about a 3-second lead. Oliver Askew takes that Tony Kurt off turn number 13. There's your leader. Morgan Healy, a solid run there. Behind them, it's nose-to-tail racing. Brian Lockwood, Colin Warren. Good racing for those two drivers. 5 laps in, 5 down, 5 to go. So halfway, it is that Oliver Askew started on the pole position now with a 3.1 second lead over Morgan Healy. Brian Lockwood, Colin Warren still doing battle for third as they continue to go nose-to-tail on the entry to turn 4. Fifth, it'll be Sarah Metcalf. Tim Venable running 6th in the number 26. Dylan Bucci, Orson Morales, got a little race there for 7th. As that little crisscross and move over there. Dylan fighting off Orson Morales, that race there for 7th place. Dylan a little bit of advantage as he works his way into turn number 11. Brian Lockwood, Colin Warren, that little race there has been settled as Colin Warren finally gets around up. And Colin Warren moves up into that 3rd place position. Good race there between those two drivers, Colin Warren, Brian Lockwood. They were going nose to tail for the last 4 or 5 laps since that green flag dropped. And so Colin Warren gets around Brian Lockwood. Lockwood going to stay right there with him. Couple very good little racers there. Colin Warren in the 11th, Lockwood in the 13th. Oliver Askew, 3.9 second lead over Morgan Healy. Still got that battle, Dylan Bucci and him and Orson Morales still going at it as they'll work into turn number 9. Yeah, that race there for that 7th place position. The rest of the traffic stretching out. Oliver Askew with a 4.7 second lead over Morgan Healy. There's Oliver entering turn number 4. Morgan Healy still flying solo. Really nobody around Morgan. How about this little battle for third between Lockwood and Colin Warren? They're right back at it again. This time it's Lockwood trying to reel in Colin Warren. Little flip-flop there from the first half of the race. As Colin Warren was the chaser, now he's ahead of the 13 of Lockwood as they'll work into turn number 9. So he'll complete 8 laps this time by. We'll see 2 to go. Double sticks in the air for Oliver Askew. Started on the pole. He's on every single lap. Great run going for Morgan Healy. Currently running 2nd. Nobody around her. She's 5.4 seconds behind your leader. Colin Warren 3rd. Lockwood, Sarah Metcalf, your top 5. Brian Lockwood, he's not going to lay down. He's going to keep the heat on at the 3rd place car to Colin Warren. He stays about a cart length behind Colin Warren. Good racing off of turn 4. Dylan Bucci, Orson Morales still doing battle. That'll be for that 7th place position. Dylan holding off Orson. Those two drivers checking off turn 4. Your Tony Kart driver, Oliver Askew, going to pick up the white flags. He'll come across the start-finish line. So Oliver Askew picks up the white flag, 1 to go. So Oliver Askew, one more trip around. Oliver with fast time, 45.379. He did that back in lap number 6. He is just cruising right along. He'll work his way into turn number 6. There's your leader. Brian Lockwood just a little bit off the pace now off that 3rd place machine of Colin Warren. Those two drivers did a good little battle there to get in that 3rd place spot. As Colin Warren opens up a good 6-car length lead now coming off of turn number 8. So Oliver Askew going to bring his Tony Kart home. He'll go wire to wire as he checks off that final turn. Oliver Askew, your winner in the Rotax Junior. So Oliver Askew goes wire to wire. Coming home second. Great run for Morgan Healy. She'll pick up that second spot. Third, it'll be Cowan Warren. A great race there between Cowan Warren and Ryan Lockwood. Lockwood comes on fourth. Sarah Metcalf will round out your top five. So working on our second group, this will be our tag class. There's the way we'll line them up. Nick Rickard on that pole position. Nick, Tennessee driver, set fast time 46.614. Christina Vondra will be in the number 46 outside row 1. Row 2, Mason Chalutz in the 00. Starting fourth, Jacksonville driver Jacob DeVol. Fifth will be the 79 coming out of Lutz, Florida, Chris Grepthorpe. Brad Sanders in the 12 starting 6th. Andrew Evans 7th. Chase Wilsey starting 8th. Brandon Taylor starting 9th. Michael Malacott 10th. Francois Braunwevel 11th. Jesse Gross 12th. 13th it'll be Brian Horowitz. 14th it'll be Brandon Wells. Austin Miles, local driver, will be starting 15th. Jonathan Kotite 16th. Jason Devine will be starting 17th. And Hayden 18th. Jason Hitler will be starting at 19th spot. 20th for Colonel Nunes. 21st, Garrett Peterson. So ready to roll. This will be our second pre-final tag of the 10 laps. Good looking field. 22 cars signed in. Nick Rickard setting fast time with a 45.614. Looking to go green. Matt likes what he sees and let him fly. Heavy traffic working into turn number 1. He'll exit off turn 1. Traffic quickly getting into single file formation as they come off of turn number 6. Jacob DeVol not wasting any time. Jacob going to move up into that second place position, so he's picked up 2 spots. So Jacksonville, Florida, Jacob DeVol again started 4th, qualified in that 4th place position. Jacob turned the 45.958, got him in that 4th spot. Right now he's running 2nd. Field will come down that front stretch. He'll cycle around for the first time. Christina Vondra, right now your race leader. Christina going to take that field off of turn number 2, sweeps into turn number 3. Got about a 2-car length lead over Jason DeVol. Sanders, Wilsey, Malacott, your top 5. Nick Rickard dropping back into that 6th spot. Don't expect Nick to sit there too long. He'll work his way up through traffic. Nick Ricker's picked up a spot now. He'll be in the top 5 as they come off turn 13. So Nick fighting his way back. And they went into turn number 1 with that green flag drop with heavy traffic. Yeah, Nick Ricker turning fast lap here. Lap number 2 turns a 45.308. That's it. Don't expect him to be back there long. Nick Ricker turning fast lap here, lap number 2. So he's got the fast card out there. Right now he's got a couple carts ahead of him. That'll be 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all nose to tail coming into turn number 6. And some side-by-side racing. That'll be Jacob the Ball. He's got Sanders ahead of him now. Now Jacob going to drop back yet another spot. Ricker now going to work on Jacob the Ball. So Sanders moves up into 2nd. So Brad Sanders running 2nd as your leader. Kind of on it. Sanders 2nd, Wilsey 3rd, Jacob the Ball 4th, 5th will be Rickard. Luke's running 6th, Evans 7th, Reptort, Brandon Sellier, and Jonathan Kosite, your top 10. Traffic stretching out. Boy, Christina off a very good start right now. Got a full 2nd lead over Brad Sanders. Chase Wilson at number 22. Chase currently running in that 3rd spot. He's really under a lot of pressure. He'll be 3rd. Off of turn number 13. Great racing. 3rd on back. Nick Rickard going to move up into that 4th spot. So Rickard now running 4th. And that is your pole sitter. Nick Rickard moves up into that 4th spot. And Rickard working on Chase Wilsey. That is for 3rd place. Chase under the gun. Nick going to try the high side. Now we'll get right back in line on the entry to turn number 7. Now Nick going to go side by side. Wilsey going to shut the door on him. Now they're going to cross right over. And Nick will clear him. He'll move into 3rd. And remember, Rickard setting fast time with a 45.308 here. We'll see if he can do anything now as he slides into that 3rd spot. Nobody around him now as he'll break away from that 2nd back of cart. Outside of row number 1, got a huge lead right now over Brad Sanders. The racing now for 3rd. Nick Rickard running 3rd. Chase Wilsey right behind him. Then you got Jacob the Ball. Jacob to the 67, your 5th place card as they come off a turn number 7. Boy, Christina very solid. She'll work her way into turn number 10 as a 1.7 second lead over Brad Sanders. So Sanders 1.7 seconds behind your leader. Nick Rickard 3.4 seconds out of the top spot. Again, Nick with fast card. He got to hit fast time with a 45.308 for Nick Rickard, lap number 2. Let's see if Nick can pick it up a little bit quicker. Can't shave any time off, just about 0.2 of a second. So Rickard 3.2 seconds out of the top spot. Boy, Christina, that card is just moving right along. She'll work her way to turn number 7. Rest of traffic spreading out. On your leader, Sanders 2nd, Rickard 3rd, Wilsey 4th. Jacob the Ball in the top 5. And a pretty good run going for Andrew Evans. He'll move up into that 6th spot. He's picked up 1 position since the green flag drop. So Andrew Evans currently running in that 6th place position. 7th it'll be Salute. 8th it'll be Brandon Sellier. Chris Krepthorpe 9th. Jonathan Goetz will be 10th. Francois Monrevo running in the 11th spot. That's right where he started. So Francois, local driver here at Anderson Race Park, has been able to really not do much. He's hung up there in the 11th spot. So Nick Rickard starting to close that gap on Brad Sanders. Brad going to start to hear those footsteps, and that'll be the 5 machine of Nick Rickard closing that gap now on that 12 machine. 0. Mason Chalute's going to pick up another position. Mason will get around Andrew Evans. That'll put Mason in that 6th spot as your leader across the line. Dana Barnwood crosses the line. 8 laps complete. Sanders 2nd. Nick Rickard now running 3rd. Wilsey 4th. Jacob Ball in the top 5. So Nick Ricker going to make something out of this battle for second. He is right there at the back door. Close it in on the 12 of Brad Sanders. Now Sanders under the gun as they come into turn 7. Rickard again, the same move he made earlier, and he crisscrosses over, does a duplicate move off of turn number 8. He crossed to the inside, and he goes right to the inside of Sanders. So Nick liking that turn number 8. That's where he passed earlier to move into third. White flag up for Christina Bondred as they cycle around. So Nick Rickard moving up down a second place position. So Rickard now running second. Sanders back to third. Fourth to the we'll see Jacob along the top 5. So final trip around. Christina moving right along. There she is, exits off of turn number 8. There's your leader, down to turn number 9. Sanders with a lot of traffic behind him. Christina with a 2.2 second lead over Nick Rickard, and she'll cycle around for the final time. So here comes your tag winner. Christina goes wire to wire, and she'll pick up the win here in the pre-finals. So Christina Barnwright goes wire to wire. Nick Rickard coming home second. Solid run for Rickard. Sanders third. Woolsey fourth. DeVault will pick up 5th. Evans 6th. Chalou 7th. Saylor will pick up 8th. Repthorpe and Jonathan Kotite rounding out your top 10. ready to roll. Yamaha Junior. This will be Yamaha Junior making their way out for their 10-lap pre-final. Here's the way we'll line them up. Skylar Robinson. Skylar in from Augusta, Georgia on the pole. Ian Tilber outside row 1. Row 2, Corey Tolles coming out of Jacksonville. Outside row 2, Alex Hornberg in the number 9. Colin Warren starting 5th in the 11. Andy Rodriguez in the 18 starting 6th. 7th will be Austin Jordan. In the 17 it'll be Oliver Askew. And Justin Griner in the number 83. 10 laps. They come to the start finish line. No start, no start. We'll send them out one more time. Your Yamaha Junior class will go for 10 laps. Coming up next will be Cadet Sportsman, followed by Shifters. And Shifters will be in action. And special thanks to the folks here. One of our series sponsors, Anderson Race Park, as we roll in for race number 2 here this weekend, the Florida Karting Championship Series. Also want to thank George, the folks at Ocala Grand Prix. Visit them online at ocalagrandprix.com. The Arrive and Drive program, authorized official Tony Kart dealer up there in Ocala. We'll try our second time around. Skylar Robinson, Ian Tilber, row number 1. And he's going to look him over. He likes what he sees. He'll head into turn number 1. Good battle as they come on turn number 1. Skylar Robinson got to lead the field off of turn number 2. So Skylar Robinson takes him into turn number 3. Freight train of traffic. Little bit of moving around for that third place position. We'll see that flip-flop around. Colin Warren applying the pressure there as he sits back and forth. So Colin Warren dropping back and forth. Got a lot of traffic behind him. He tries to work with the 62 machine. Correct, that'd be the 82 of Ian Tilber. That'll be Ian Tilber in that 62, currently in the top 5. Ian Tilber right now sits in that third place position. Now the flip-flop around again as they come down the front stretch. Skylar Robinson, your leader. Corey Tolles moves up to second. Ian Tilber third. Austin Jordan comes across the line fourth. Fifth, it'll be Colin Warren. That's your top 5. Colin Warren in the top 5. Right now, Skylar Robinson looking pretty strong as he works on turn number 5. Opens up a decent lead. Corey Tolles second. Third will be Ian Tilber, Austin Jordan, Colin Warren. That's your top 5. Running 6th, Alex Hornberg. Then you got Eddie Rodriguez. Skylar Robinson setting a fast time of 47.965. That earlier this morning, that track was still a little bit damp this morning. Again, Skylar turned on a 47.965 earlier this morning. Right now, he's got a 1.7 second lead over Corey Tolles. Ian Tilber running second. Austin Jordan, Colin Warren, your top 5. And what was earlier battle there for that third place position, that's starting to separate traffic there as those drivers work their way into turn number 6. Colin Warren had been working on Austin Jordan. There's a little bit of a separation between those two drivers, about 4 kart lanes now. Going to separate 4th and 5th. Again, that is Austin Jordan and Colin Warren, 4th and 5th. Corey Tolles, Jacksonville driver, sitting in that second place position. Corey qualified third with a 48.929, and he's currently running in that second spot, 2.5 seconds behind your leader, Skylar Robinson. Skylar pretty much starting to break away now. He is as smooth as it could be. He works in turn 4. And you got a good nose-to-tail battle. Corey Tolles, Ian Tilber, that'll be for second. Flying solo running in the 4 spot. Austin Jordan, nobody around him. They got 5th, 6th, and 7th, all nose-to-tail behind Colin Warren. Colin running 5th, Reiner running 6th, Hornberg running 7th. And Skylar Robinson setting fast lap here in lap number 4. He turned a 48.047 as we roll into lap number 5. So 5 laps complete. We'll pick up the halfway sign. 5 down, 5 to go. As Skylar Robinson moving right along. And Skyler coming in from Augusta, Georgia, going to run the entire 2011 season here with the Florida Karting Championship Series. He's moving right along. Now Colin Warren going to make some things happen as they continue to flip-flop back and forth. Now the tail end of the field, that's Justin Grinder along with Colin Warren. As they flip-flop back and forth position, now Colin holds on to that fifth place spot. Justin Grinder continuing to work on him. That's a good race at 5th, 6th, and 7th. Colin Warren coming out of the west coast of Florida, down there in the Naples area. Colin Warren running 5th, Justin Grinder, and Alex Hornberg will be 5th, 6th, and 7th. Got that runaway freight train heading into turn number 4. That is the 59 of Skyler Robinson checking out on the field. Over. 2 kart lengths going to separate him from Ian Silver running 3rd. 4th will be Austin Jordan. You got 5th, 6th, and 7th, still nose to tail. Colin Warren, Justin Grinder, and Alex Hornberg. 5th, 6th, and 7th as they check off a turn, number 10. The 7 laps complete. Skyler Robinson doing nothing but getting stronger. He's got a 4.2 second lead for Skyler Robinson. Rory Tolles running 2nd. Ian Tilber 3rd. Austin Jordan, nobody around Austin. He runs 4th. Got that great battle, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Justin Grinder now has a problem. He puts up his left hand, and Grinder got to retire that cart. So Justin going to drop out here in lap number 7. He was exiting off of turn number 3. Put his left hand up. You see that cart just shut down. So now what was a 3-cart battle for that 5th spot will drop down to 2 carts. Colin Warren, Alex Hornberg still nose to tail off of turn number 9. Justin bailing out, obviously not too happy. Rips off that neck brace. Meantime, Skyler Robinson comes across the line. 4.8 second lead over Corey Tolles. He continues to add to that lead. Haven't really picked up the speed, but obviously stretching out that deficit. A 4.8 second lead for Skyler Robinson. Corey Tolles running 2nd. He's still separated by about a kart length as they enter into turn number 7. Ian Tilber tightens it up. Now Ian's going to go right to the inside. They'll crisscross on the exit of turn number 8. And Ian Tilber now 2nd. Boy, just as I was talking about it, they were unable to do anything with that Corey Tolles machine. They came off of turn number 8, going right to the inside. And Ian Tilber moves into 2nd here with 1 lap to go. Skyler Robinson now, 6.1 second lead. Obviously, Tilber and Corey Tolles with a little bit of time, and they're mixing it up there for position. So Ian Tilber trying to lock himself to the outside of row number 1 in that 14-lap final. So right now, he's not even a half a kart length going to separate 1st and 2nd as Corey Tolles works his way into turn number 7. Good little battle there between those 2 drivers, Corey Tolles and Ian Tilber. In the meantime, here comes your winner. Skyler Robinson goes wire to wire, and he'll lock it up. That'll be your Yamaha Junior winner, Skyler Robinson, wire to wire. Or Skyler Robinson, Ian Tilber going to take over that 2nd spot. Corey Tolles coming home 3rd, Austin Jordan, and Alex Hornberg going to round out your top 5. Move on to our cadet sportsman, Justin Greiner, Yamaha Sportsman driver. Get him loaded up on the track. And boy, sitting there in the top three. Something just went sour on that card. So we'll hop aboard. We'll get that card off the track. We'll get ready to go. Cadet sportsman. And here's the way we'll line them up coming out of Jacksonville. Jason Yarbrough. Boy, this kid's been ready and rocking and rolling here this afternoon. Yarbrough on the poles. Fast time with a 50.711. Philip Varner outside row 1. Row 2, Austin Garrison, Devin Buteau. Oh, Devin got some folks up there in New Hampshire joining us here in the FKCS live streaming. Want to welcome those folks in as Devin sitting outside of row number 2. Seve DePento starting 5th. Tyler Jordan 6th. 7th will be Devin Bowerman. Senzo Saraceno will be starting in the 8th spot. Ian Keel 9th. Sasha Brown-Weibo. Sasha, a lot of laps here at the Anderson Race Park. She'll be starting 10th. Mayo Livingston 11th. 12th will be Evan Cowan. 13th will be Aiden Keel. 14th will be Justin Gordon in the 88X. Hunter Padella starting 15th. Dylan Gennaro 16th. Jordan Fowler 17th. Jacob Howard 18th. Jake Nepperly starting 19th. Riley Henderson in the 72 starting in the 20th spot. Des Okobe starting 21st. Emily Bodie 22nd. Jed Perkins starting in the 23rd spot. James Marsh in the number 15, and Ramirez in the 3 Chad. Cadet sportsman. And Jason Yarbrough setting fast time here in the cadet sportsman earlier this morning with a 50.711. And we did a little bit of rain rolled in this morning. Track now is completely dry. Sun is out here as we enjoy a beautiful weekend down here at the Anderson Race Park in Palmetto, Florida, just a little bit of southwest of the Tampa Bay area. Talking about Jason Yarbrough setting fast time in the cadet sportsman. And he's got a couple pole positions in the Yamaha sportsman class. Jason Yarbrough also on the pole position. So Jason off to a very good start here on Sunday, race day number 2 here at Anderson Race Park. And Yarbrough setting fast time in Yamaha sportsman, so he'll see him a little bit later on this afternoon in his second pre-final. Of course, right now he's going to concentrate on your cadet sportsman. Your Jacksonville driver, Jason Yarbrough, on the pole position. Field going to work their way around. And shifters coming up next. They'll be followed by Easy Card 100. The Tag Heavy KF2 Yamaha Sportsman will wrap up our pre-finals of the day. And I want to welcome those folks in, FLWK-SprintSeries.com. As I hope you're enjoying your day, no matter where you're at around the country, around the world. Join us here at Anderson Race Park in Palmetto, Florida. And if you have any questions or comments, want to just type them right in there. We'll try to respond to anything you need to know. We'll try to help you out throughout the day as we're working on midway through our pre-finals. Again, pre-finals are 10 laps. Finals will be 14 laps. Still going to work their way to the start-finish line. No start, so they'll get the 1 lap sign to go. Jason Yarbrough, Philip Varner, row number 1.
Yeah.
Austin Garrison at number 29 starting this weekend, race weekend number 2. In the cadet sportsman as your points leader. He's currently sitting in the 3rd spot inside of row number 2. Field going to build up speed now as they come off turn number 13. They'll hit to the start-finish line, and Flagger Matt's going to look them over as they come down the front stretch. He's not going to like that at all. And they are really coming down that front stretch, building up speed. Matt not happy with that. But that'll be our second trip around.
Garrison? Okay, Garrison?
We'll short shoot the field. Yarbrough, Philip Varner, row number 1. This will be our 3rd attempt as the field makes their way into turn number 10. Austin Garrison trying to find his position. No start, no start. Again, we're looking for Austin Garrison. Not sure if head race director Glenn Biggs going to be happy with that, along with Billy Newberg, assistant race director. And Austin Garrison, again, for some reason, was on the tail end of that field. He kind of fought his way through traffic. He is scheduled for row number 2, starting 3rd position. Not quite sure. I did not see what happened to Garrison, but as they came around into turn number 10, he worked his way up to the front there where he's supposed to be in row number 2.
Figured out, hey,
Bill's going to work off turn number 13. This will be our 3rd attempt. Jason Yarborough, Varner, row number 1. Harrison and Devin Gouzeau, row number 2. I think Matt likes what he sees this time. He throws in the green. We're underway. And your cadet sportsman. And Jason Yarborough off to a very good start again. Got a couple poles today. And right now he's going to take that freight train of traffic into turn number 3. They'll sweep that turn. Single file traffic on the entry to turn number 4. Austin Garrison going to move up into that 2nd place position. So he's picked up 1 spot here in the first 5 or 6 turns. Seve DePento sits back at 3rd. So a couple drivers moving up quickly. Seve DePento started 5th. Austin Garrison starting 3rd. They're running 2nd and 3rd as they come into turn number 10. We are counting laps. We'll work on lap number 3 this time by. This will be our 3rd lap complete. So black flag coming out.
Where's the black flag for?
Yeah, it was on the 9-second clock. Should have started back.
So black flag coming out on the 29 at Garrison. Again, that call, he was on the 90-second clock. He was scheduled to start on the tail end of the field, so again, he should have started on the tail end of the field. So Austin Garrison will pick up the black flag. He was on that 90-second clock, so again, that automatically puts to the tail end of the field. Well, that'll put Seve DePento down 2nd. Seve DePento down 2nd. So Jason Yarborough, Seve DePento, Devin Gouzeau, Devin Bowerman, Tyler Jordan, your top 5. Boy, Jason Yarborough got a very impressed with this kid, Jason Yarborough. And again, talked about Jason earlier. He's picked up a pole here in the cadet sportsman. And he's got a Yamaha sportsman pole position, so he's been really rolling strong here so far this weekend. Right now, Jason Yarborough holding on to that top position. Devin Gouzeau in the 08. Quickly working his way up to the front. He'll move up in the 2nd. Again, Devin turning fast time with a 50.785. 5 laps in, 5 to go. Your leaders come across the board. Then wire to wire for Jason Yarborough as he holds on to the top spot. Devin Gouzeau 2nd. Seve DePento 3rd. Devin Bowerman, Tyler Jordan, your top 5. It is for Jason Yarborough right now as your leader. Devin Gouzeau going to tighten it up to about a cart length down the entry to turn number 7. And Devin Gouzeau started in row number 2 on the outside, started 4th, and he's working on your leader now. Meantime, Seve DePento going to do battle with the 72. Yeah, that's lap traffic. Riley Henderson as he Seve DePento gets around lap traffic. Devin Gouzeau going to make something out of this race now as he closes up that gap across the start-finish line. Yarborough, Devin Gouzeau, Gordon, Bowerman, and Jordan, your top 5. Been a early on for your leader, Jason Yarborough. And Jason going to see that lead go by as Devin Gouzeau will snatch it away coming through turn number 3. So Devin Gouzeau, now your leader. There's Devin, your leader, coming off of turn number 7. So Devin Buteau, your leader. Yarbrough dropping back to second. Seve DePinto, third. Devin Bowerman in the number 12. That'll be your fourth place car. Fifth, it'll be Tyler Jordan. Seven laps complete this time by new race leader, Devin Buteau in the 08. Running second, Yarbrough. Third will be Justin Gordon, Bowerman, Jordan. Saraceno, 6. Philip Barner all the way back to 7th. Mayo Livingston, 8. Justin Gordon, 9th. Aiden Kill rounding out your top 10. So Philip Barner had a great qualifying lap this morning with a 50.877. He's dropped all the way back in the 7th. Philip Barner going to pick up that tail end of that lead pack as they work into turn number 9. Led by the 08 machine of Devin Buteau. Jason Yarbrough staying right on him as they come off turn number 13. This one's still not over as they come down to pick up 2 laps to go this time by. One of 2 different leaders, Devin Buteau, Jason Yarbrough. Jason leading the first 6 laps, then it's Devin Buteau with 2 laps to go. Boy, look at these top 5 cars now. They're going to button it up on the entry to turn number 3. Led by Devin Buteau. Yarbrough staying right with him. Seve DePinto right there. Don't count out Seve. And you got Bowerman in number 12. And Tyler Jordan. Now Tyler going to make something happen. He'll go right to the inside for that 4 spot. Snatches it away on the exit of turn 7. Now looking for some help there. He's got Bowerman right on him. We'll see if they can charge to the front. It's a little bit of a gap now between 3rd and 4th. Those top 5 drivers were all buttoned up. Now we got 7 drivers going to stick together now as the white flag comes out one more time around. Jason Yarbrough gets a great run down the front stretch, and he will get the position back. So Jason Yarbrough now takes over the lead on the money lap as he works his way to turn number 3. Good little battle now. Seve DePinto going to watch traffic crisscross over. And it's Devin Bowerman. He crisscrossed over, briefly took over 3rd. Seve got it right back. Look at the battle. 7 cars coming out for turn number 7. Jason Yarbrough up front for the second time. Bowerman running in that 4th spot as he tries to do something with Seve DePinto. And up front as they're coming to turn number 13. Jason Yarbrough up front as he comes off of turn number 13. Here he comes, Jason Yarbrough. He'll lock it up. Yarbrough, your winner, Devin Buteau, Seve DePinto, Bowerman, and Jordan rounding out your top 5. Great battle there between Jason Yarbrough and Devin Buteau. So Jason Yarbrough keeping that roll going again. He's picked up 2 poles today. Jason leading the first 6 laps. And he lost that lead to Devin Buteau. Devin again, pretty good qualifying effort. Qualified 4th. Devin led a couple laps, but Jason Yarbrough, Jacksonville, Florida driver, going to lock it up. He'll pick up the pre-final win here in the Cadet Sportsman. And shifters in the wings. They're on the grid. They'll be coming up next. Easy Card 100 still to come. Tag Heavy, KF2, Yamaha Sportsman. Still all going to work their way out here as we work our way through our pre-finals. Shifter cars going to make their way out on the speedway. Get a couple hot laps. We'll get ready to go. Chase Wilsey, ICC driver, in that 5:21. Mason Luke. Chris Hine, ICC Masters driver, ICC Masters driver, Chad Walburn in the 14. Damon Roner, also your ICC Masters driver, the 25. Harry Gorshade in the number 5. Tim Bell, ICC Masters driver, Tim in the number 3. 74-year-old Sheldon Wispall, Sheldon in the ICC Master class. Yeah, apparently the oldest driver in the WKA in the shifter class ever to race again with the WKA. Again, Sheldon Wispall in the number 37. Yeah, Nick Neri took a DQ in your shifter class, time moto class. Neri in the 151 will pick up the tail end of the field. And Easy Kart 100 coming up next. Easy Kart 100.
Please stop. One big will get them lined up. Has them come down there right before the entry is turn number 1. And ICC shifters, they get around this track pretty quick. Chase Wilsey, that fast time overall in all the classes with a 44.032. And Billy Newberg gets them all lined up. Glenn Biggs.
151. 51.
Helping out Billy. Billy will step to the back of the field there and he'll give him the side.
What I see,
And Matt. Off. Obviously did not take the green start. So no start, no start. So we'll send around one more time. And I want to thank the folks here at Anderson Race Park, our series sponsors here in the 2011 season. Along with the Ocala Grand Prix, George up there, authorized Tony Kart dealer. So we're making our third stop over the 2011 season, the Florida Karting Championship Series up to Ocala. That will be in the month of April. Yeah, it'll be, I believe, April 1st through the 3rd. Again, you want to go to the website, FLWKSprintSeries.com, and follow on with the 2011 season here with the Florida Karting Championship Series. So we'll try it again, shifter drivers. We're trying to get them lined up. Kyle Connery going to roll in the number 91. Kyle did not qualify. He runs in the shifter ICC class. He did not qualify. So Kyle Connery will pick up the tail in the field. Matt going to look him over. We'll get the sign. The arm up in the air. Green is out. Shifter's coming off the line. Got a couple. Not get off too well. That'll be the number 5 car. Can I get a little push there as the field gets underway as they head into turn number 3 for the first time. Chase Wilsey in the 5:21, your shifter ICC driver. Set fast time overall, Chase with a 44.032, so they are just flying around here at Anderson Race Park. Mason Chalut's not wasting any time. Mason going to move up into that top position. Mason Chalut again in that 00. Then again, your shifter class.
There you go. Ask and you shall receive.
A little trouble there on the tail end of the field. That'll be the number 91 of Kyle Connery coming off turn 7, bites one of the cones. Connery going to gather it up, keeps himself on the track. They'll continue to work their way around. Down across the line, Chaluz. Right now, with a 44.353. He's pretty close to what he did earlier in qualifying. Chaluz turned a 44.032 in qualifying. His fast lap right here, 44.353 for Mason. Chris Grepthorpe moving into that third place position overall. Grepthorpe in the 79, your ICC driver, sits third. And that'll be your third place card overall, second in that ICC group as he's working on Chase Wilsey. Wilsey, your leader, shifter ICC stock motor leader is Mason Chaluz. Chris Grepthorpe going to set fast time. Chris coming up across the line to complete lap number 3, sets fast time 44.202. Well, how about Chris Grepthorpe, ICC driver, as he runs along in second in his group, overall third. Chris Grepthorpe going to go to the inside of Chase Wilsey. And that little battle there for the lead in your ICC class. And Chris Grepthorpe takes over the top spot in the ICC class. And he is working his way up to chasing Mason Chaluz, chasing your overall leader stock moto class. Your Masters, it's still Chad Waldron again. That'll be your ICC Masters. And ICC Masters, Chad Waldron, he is your leader there.
They tell him that, as I just read this one line, the penalty given does not match the starting procedures. The starting procedures was given today at the driver's meeting.
Now Chris Grepthorpe looking for that overall lead. Oh, and he fights the back end of Chase Chaluz coming into turn number 7. So Chaluz there feels Chris Grepthorpe again. Those are two separate classes. Grepthorpe in the the ICC class. Stock moto, that'll be Mason Chaluz. And those are two separate classes. Stock moto, Mason Chaluz. Chris Grepthorpe, ICC driver. Chad Waldron still ahead in your ICC Masters. As your ICC Master leader, Chad Waldron currently running 5th overall, but he is your ICC Masters leader. Chris Grepthorpe really put the heat on Chaluz as they come into turn 7, enough to get right to the inside. And a clear off of turn number 7. So here at the halfway point, Chris Grepthorpe takes over the overall lead. So Grepthorpe, your ICC leader. Running second, Chase Wilsey. That'll be your second place card in the ICC class. Mason Chaluz still your stock moto leader. And those drivers head across the start-finish line. Nick Neri turning fast time. Nick with a 44.146 as he's currently 4th overall. So Neri 4th overall with a 44.146. Up front, Grepthorpe.
Hey, Tony, did you make an announcement?
Yeah, Neri starting on the tail end of the field, took a DQ earlier in qualifying. And Neri setting fast time with a 44.097. Again, that is overall fast time. And again, Neri running in your stock moto class. Currently 4th overall. He is 2nd in the stock moto class. And Chris Grepthorpe, overall leader. ICC shifter. Mason Chaluz, your leader in your stock motos and masters, is Chad Waldron in your masters class. Blue oversight coming out for Whistle as your leaders are closing in out of 2 laps to go. This time by 2 to go. This Grepthorpe down going to work on slower traffic. He'll yield it. This field's going to go right to the inside. No problem there as they get around slower traffic. Neri kind of peeking into that 3rd place truck that have to back out of it on the exit of turn 4. Again, Nick Neri 2nd in your stock moto class. fourth overall as he works on to turn number 8. So Chris Grepthorpe, the ICC leader. Mason Chaluch, your stock moto leader. ICC Masters, it's Chad Waldron. Now Neri going to go to the inside. He'll work on that second place card of Mason Chaluch as they come down that front stretch. Neri unable to gain any ground right there. Now he's going to go to the inside. He'll work around the inside as he works around Chase Wilsey. So Neri now third overall. Now Neri will see if he can reel in Mason Chaluch again. Those two drivers be your stock moto drivers. Neri may come up a little bit short now as they work into turn number 10. So Chris Grepthorpe, your ICC leader. Stock moto Chaluch and your Masters will be Chad Waldron. So Chris Grepthorpe comes off turn number 13. He'll pick it. And cycling around for the final time, Chad Waldron looking to lock it up in your Masters class. So, something gone wrong with Waldron's machine, and Damon Rohner will pick up the win, ICC Masters. Not quite sure what happened at Waldron. He was right up there in your Masters class. But Damon Rohner will be your ICC Masters winner. So rolling into our Easy Card 100, this will be 10 laps. Cody Snap setting fast time with a 46.039. Cody, one of two drivers in that 46-second bracket. Colin Warren outside of row number 1. Tim Venable will be starting third in the 26. Mason Carroll fourth. Fifth will be Brian Lockwood. And Cody Snap, Colin Warren, both of those drivers in the 46-second bracket. Colin with a 46.261. Cody Snap with a 46.039. They'll come off of turn number 13, Easy Card 100. Matt likes what he sees. He shows them the green. We're underway as they come into turn number 1. Should be a great battle up front. Cody Snap, Colin Warren coming to turn number 4. As they get down to the inside of Cody, going to deny him there as they work into turn number 4. Working on our Easy Card 100, 10-lap pre-final. Looking our way through the pre-finals here at the Anderson Race Park. Race number 2 for the Florida Karting Championship Series here on this Sunday. And Tag Heavy, KF2, they'll be up next. They're getting ready on the grid. They'll be followed by Yamaha Sportsman. They'll be Yamaha Sportsman. We'll wrap up our pre-finals of the afternoon. So Cody Snap along with Colin Warren doing battle. Colin got to clear him now, so Colin Warren will cycle around.
One position down for 8 down to start.
penalty for number 8 for jumping the start?
So we'll be penalizing the number 8 one position for jumping the start. That'll be the number 8 of Cody Snap. He will be penalized one position for jumping the start. Right now he's running second. But Colin Warren up front. Top 3 drivers coming into turn number 11. A quick turn into turn 11. So Colin Warren, Snap, and Venable. That'll be 1, 2, 3 as they come across the line. Cody Snap with fast time, 46.390. And Cody qualified with a 46.039. And don't forget, session stand open down there at the east end of the building. Serving hamburgers, hot dogs, all kinds of treats. Got a concession stand open throughout the afternoon. Don't forget, fuel will be available till 2 o'clock today. Fuel sales till 2 o'clock today. So if you may need some fuel, it will be available 2 o'clock. Third place car in the Venable starting to fade back down at number 26. Jim about 0.6 of a second behind Colin Warren. Well, Colin Warren is setting. Colin now setting fast time. Warren turns a 46.241 here in lap number 3. They flip-flop over. Again, now your late leader will be Snap as he clears Colin Warren. So Colin Warren will drop back to second. Snap is your leader unofficially. And Tim Venable rolling in this weekend as your current points leader. Cody Snap second, Mason Carroll third. Ryan Lockwood sits fifth in the point standings as we work our way into race number 2. Right now, Lockwood sitting fifth overall on the track. So Colin Warren along with Snap as they continue to go back and forth as they'll check off turn number 4. They'll head into turn 5. And Cody Snap will be penalized one position for jumping the start. Now Colin Warren going to muscle his way in. They're making contact coming off of turn number 8. Colin goes to the inside, kind of pushes Venable out to the outside. And Colin Warren will come off of turn number 12 as your leader. So we'll pick up halfway sign, cross flags this time by. And a flip-flop run for the top position between Colin Warren and Cody Snap. Cody started on the pole. So him and Colin Warren continue to go back and forth. Right now it's Colin Warren as he takes the field into turn 4. Top 3 drivers check off turn 4. They'll work their way into turn number 5. Top 3 drivers all separated by about 2 kart lengths. About 2 kart lengths between first and second. About 2 kart lengths between second and third. Jim Venable in at number 26, running 30s, about 0.9 of a second behind your leader. Mason Carroll in the number 23, that'll be your 4th place car. 5th will be Brian Lockwood. Brian about 9 seconds out of the top spot. Colin Warren, Cody Snap along with Venable. They're 1, 2, 3 as they exit off of turn number 4. They'll work their way into turn 5. Colin Warren about 2 kart lengths going to separate first and second on the entry to turn number 7. Carry that into turn number 8. Boy, Venable starting to close up that gap on Cody Snap. He's right on his bumper on the entry to turn number 9. So Venable all of a sudden starting to turn up the heat on that second place car to Snap as they'll come into turn 12. And a little bit of gap down for that 3rd place machine, or 2nd place car. Between Colin Warren and Snap as they come into turn number 1. Colin Warren about 0.4 of a second ahead of Snap. He's got about 0.6 of a second on Venable. And Colin Warren unable to really get away from that 2nd place car as they'll work their way into turn number 7. When they get into that turn 7, they really tighten things up. Then they kind of stretch it out on the entry to turn 8. Not much of a distance between turn 7 and 8. Colin Warren moving right along. We'll pick up 2 laps to go. This time by Colin Warren, snap, Venable, 1, 2, 3 as they exit off a turn, number 13. They'll come down. They'll see 2 laps to go. This time by 2 to go. And running the exact same pace they did on that previous lap. Cody Stamp unable to close in on your leaders. They'll come into turn number 7. Owasco tighten it up again. See, they just do that accordion effect as they come into turn 7. Then they stretch it right back out. As Colin Warren holds on to about a 2.5, 3-car length lead as he comes into turn number 10. Still about 3 car lengths for Colin Warren. And Colin Warren setting fast lap earlier, lap number 3, turned to 46.241. So that'll hang out the white flag. It'll send him around one more time. One more circuit around for Colin Warren. Yeah, Cody Snap will be penalized 1 position for jumping to start. Right now he's in the middle of the sandwich running second. Venable third. So those 2 drivers, if they finish that way, will flip-flop in the finishing order. So Colin Warren pretty smooth as he heads into turn number 8. Comes off turn number 8 with about a full car length lead. Colin Warren, a couple more turns. He'll come into turn 11. Makes a left-hand turn, turn 12. Now they'll come off of turn 13. So Colin Warren looking to pick up the win here in the brief final. He'll cross the line as your winner. Snap coming home second. Venable third. Ryan Lockwood and Carroll going to round out your top 5. But again, Snap will be penalized 1 position. And that'll put Venable unofficially into that second spot. get set to go. Hot lap for your tag heavy along with KF2. Dominic LaMotta, your fast time in KF2. Dominic setting a 45.871. Tag heavy driver Ken Howland. Ken turning a 47.254. So Dominic LaMotta will be starting on that pole position outside row number 1, Tom Morey Jr. In row 2, your tag heavy driver Ken Howland. He'll have John Dalton to the outside. Starting 5th overall, tag heavy driver Dan Pinkston. 6th will be Tom Bodie, KF2 driver. 7th will be Chad Mannix, Chad, a KF2 driver. 8th, Tom Morey Sr., Tom in the KF2 class. Tag heavy, Jeff Schmidt starting 9th. Tag heavy driver, Emery Lander starting 10th. Satterley a tag heavy driver, and Angelo Soto. Angelo in the number 5 in your tag heavy. So 2 groups running together, KF2 along with your tag heavy. And we'll get the one last sign to go, so we'll send them around one more time. And I want to welcome those folks in on the Florida Karting Championship Series website. I want to welcome you to FLWKSprintSeries.com down here at Anderson Race Park, race day number 2. Second stop of the 2011 series season with the Florida Karting Championship Series. As we're working our way into the tail end of our pre-finals, Yamaha Sportsman, they'll be coming up next. Tag heavy KF2 ready to roll for their 10 lap. The Yamaha Sportsman coming up next. There's one hot driver there, Jason Yarborough, winning earlier this afternoon in his first pre-final. Now he'll be in the Yamaha Sportsman class where he locked up a pole there. So Jason Yarborough, one hot driver here this weekend. So we're ready to go. Tag heavy KF2. Green flag is on. We're underway as they come into turn number 1. And Dominic LaMotta, every time he's been in the kart here, he's been very quick. Right now, Dominic smooth as silk as he heads off at turn number 4. He'll work off turn 4. Boy, Dominic opens up a good 7 kart length lead as he comes into turn number 7. There's Dominic LaMotta, your leader, running second. That'll be the 34. KF2 driver Tom Murray Jr. at number 34. He'll hold on to that second spot. And you got Ken Howland. Ken Howland, your tag heavy leader. Ken in the 51. That'll be that blue card. So Ken Howland running pseudo flip-flop. That'll be Ken Howland, tag heavy driver. Running second in your tag heavy class will be the 911 of Dalton. Third, it'll be Schmidt in the number 96 in your tag heavy. Fourth, it'll be Emily Lander. Fourth in the tag heavy class. So Dominic LaMotta moving right along. Ken Howland's had a pretty good weekend so far. Right now, Ken Howland, your leader in tag heavy. That'll be your leader, tag heavy overall, running third. As Dominic across the line. Really no big surprise there. Dominic turns a 45.943. So he's closing in on his qualifying lap of 45.871. That's what he qualified with, a 45.871. He turns a 45.943 for Dominic LaMotta. This kid's just checking out on the field.
Joey and Matt both were sitting right there. They cannot be 110%.
Right.
I'm not going to. They got to be 110%. With anybody.
So Dominic LaMotta working his way around. This guy got serious and had a great qualifying lap. Right now he heads across the start-finish line. Turns another fast lap, 45.612. And that'll beat his qualifying lap. So Dominic LaMotta turns a 45.612 here in lap number 3. Murray Jr. right now 3.5 seconds behind your leader. That'll be your KF2 driver. Tom flying solo, nobody around him. Then you got Ken Howland running third overall. Ken Howland, your tag heavy leader. Dalton running second tag heavy, but he is currently running fourth overall. Tom Bodie in the number 1, Tommy KF2 driver. He sits third overall. Yamaha Sportsman, they'll be coming up next with Jason Yarborough on the pole. And a great run for Jason Yarborough, Jacksonville, Florida driver. Dominic LaManna, your leader, comes into turn number 7. It's moving right along, nobody around him. Right now over a 5-second lead for Dominic LaManna. Old Maury in that 34 cart. Ken Howland, overall leader, tag heavy. Ken Howland, tag heavy leader, currently running third overall. Dalton, the tag heavy driver, he is second. Third, it'll be Schmidt in a 96. Again, that's your top 3 tag heavy. KF2, top 3, Dominic LaManna. Mulry Jr. running second. And Tom Bodie, it'll be your third place car, Tom, in the number 1. And that's your top 3 in KF2. So Dominic LaManna back at lap number 3 turned a 45.612. His qualifying lap was a 45.871. So he's got this machine really hooked up to 203. Dominic LaManna, good kid, nice friendly kid, good little racer. Problem with the 57, Tom Mulry Sr. That car dropping out. KF2 driver parks it right here at the start-finish line. Dominic LaManna right now, 6.6 second lead. Starting to close in on some slower traffic as he comes into turn number 8. That'll be Lander to 209, gives them plenty of real estate to clear him as they come into turn number 9. So Dominic LaManna, no problem getting around the 209 of Emily Lander as they come into turn number 13. 7 laps complete this time by 7 complete. So now they'll show him double sixes. It'll be 2 laps to go. It's been a runaway freight train for Dominic LaManna. Dominic right now working off of turn number 2. He's got a good lead, a 7.7 second lead over Tom Mulry Jr. He's cruising right along. There's Dominic, exits off of turn number 4, heads into turn 5. Ken Howland continue to be your leader. That'll be tag heavy. Solid run for Ken. He's led every single lap in the tag heavy class. He's running third overall for Ken Howland. Now the 7 going to shut it down. That'll be Maddox. He shuts it down out of the exit of turn number 8. So problem with the 7 of Chad Maddox. They're going to roll it into the grass. Maddox staying down here in the pre-final. So Maddox going to bail out. So Dominic will see the white flag. Will send him around one more time. Dominic with a 6.4 second lead. Dominic LaManna going to work his way into turn number 12 for the final time. Checker flag at hand, so Dominic going to go wire to wire. He'll pick up the win. And Ken Howland will pick up the tag heavy win. So Dominic Lamanna, your KF2 winner. Ken Howland, he led every single lap of the tag heavy, and Ken Howland will lock it up tag heavy. Got two carts getting together on the exit of turn number 9. And Tom Bodie, KF2 driver, and Satterley, I believe, in the 61. Yep, that'll be Bodie in the 1, and Satterley again, a KF2 driver and tag heavy driver getting together on the tail end of the field. So Dominic Lamanna goes wire to wire, and Ken Howland goes wire to wire in that 51. I heard about it last night.
About what?
Matt. There we go. Halfway yesterday. And it was really 5 laps complete.
Oh, on the first race?
Rah, rah, rah. I'm like, all right, man, I won't say a word. Because the parents were giving them shit. They were telling them it's 14 laps. will be our pre-final. We got a Yamaha Sportsman last group to run in our pre-finals. Jason Yarborough on the pole. Senzo Saraceno in the number 10. Sammy DePinto starting third. Ramirez starting fourth. Fifth will be Tyler Jordan. Sixth will be Jordan Fowler. Green flag is out. We're underway. Jason Yarborough had a great qualifying lap here in the Yamaha Sportsman. Only driver to get in that 50-second bracket. Turned a 50.611. Saraceno turned a 51.540, about 9/10 of a second, separating first and second. And Jason Yarborough earlier today winning up his pre-final. Around for the very first time. Jason Yarborough right now with about a 0.2 of a second lead. Again, he qualified 9/10 of a second faster than Saraceno, so we'll see how long it takes Yarborough to break away. Right now, he's got his hands full. Top three drivers, no. Yarborough, Saraceno coming to turn number 6. Seve DePinto holding on to that second place position, stays right on your leader on the entry to turn number 9. And Seve qualifying third with a 51.849. So there's your top three drivers. Fourth, fifth, and sixth. Those drivers all separated as Jordan Ramirez and Jordan Fowler are all shuffling around. And that fourth-place kart machine of Ramirez, he is, excuse me, if Jordan really hammering it hard coming off of turn number 3. Little slide job there as he's just trying to bring in that top pack of carts where we had a 3-car run now. Dropping off of Saraceno in that third-place kart. He was right there nose to tail. So Vincenzo is starting to drop off in third. Now we got a 2-car battle. Seve DePinto. See if he's got anything for Jason Yarborough. And Jason Yarborough already picked up a pre-final win earlier today. He's sitting on the pole, and again, right now he's your race leader coming into turn number 1. Yarborough turning fast time, 50.529. And that is quicker than his qualifying lap, so he turns a 50.239 here in lap number 3. And being informed that is a FKCS track record for Jason Yarborough. Turns a 50.529. That is an FKCS record for Jason Yarborough. So Jason, obviously, that car really well prepared this weekend. He's been very strong. So Jason Yarborough setting a track record for the Florida Karting Championship Series with a 50.529 for Jason Yarborough. Seve DePinto, he's not going to lay down. Seve just about 0.3 of a second behind your leader. Saraceno dropping back. Vincenzo now fading back. He's about 2.5 seconds behind your leader. So Vincenzo started outside of row number 1. He drops about 2.5 seconds down behind your leader. Tyler Jordan running 4th. He's 7.5 seconds behind your leader. Ramirez running 5th. He's 8.9 seconds out of the top spot. Boy, Seve DePinto just keeping it on your leader as they come into turn number 12. Well, Jason Yarborough had a little bit of a gap there. Now we're going to see it tighten up as they come off turn 13. They'll work down the front stretch. Pick up the halfway sign this time by 5 down, 5 to go. Jason Yarborough's led every single lap. He started on the pole position. Seve DePinto started in row number 2. He wasted no time, moved up into that second spot, and he's been on your leader. About a kart length going to separate first and second. Seve dropped back about 0.3 of a second about a lap ago. He's about a kart length behind your leader on the entry to turn 7. Saraceno had been right there in contention for the first couple laps, but Vincenzo dropping back. He's now 3.9 seconds out of the top position. Tyler Jordan running fourth, fifth will be Ramirez. This will be 6 laps complete this time by. So Jason Yarbrough setting in a FKCS track record here as he turns a 50.529 to lap number 3. Field works into turn number 4. Yarbrough not even a half a car length going to separate first and second as they exit off turn 4. They'll head into turn number 5. Boy, Ramirez starting to reel in Tyler Jordan as he's caught him now coming into turn number 4. And Ramirez will get around him. Ramirez will move up into the 4th spot. Jordan will drop back to 5th. So Ramirez down 4th. Jordan drops back to 5th. And Seve DePento staying right on the heels of Jason Yarbrough as they work down the front stretch. Seve DePento in at number 14, staying right on your leader as they come into turn number 1. And Seve about a car length to separate first and second on the entry to turn number 3. Seve to the inside. Boy, Seve's starting to show a little muscle there, working on your leader. Now they're going to go side by side off of turn number 5. Seve stronger coming into turn 7, and he will take over the lead. So Seve DePento gets around Yarbrough. How about that, Seve DePento? Striking distance for the first 7 laps, and he gets him here at lap number 7. And Seve was about 0.3 of a second behind, closed it up to about a car length. Had a great run coming to turn number 4. We'll pick up 2 laps to go this time by Seve DePento. Now opens up a decent lead as he comes into turn number 1, 0.8 of a second for Seve DePento. How about that run going for Seve DePento? Very patient driver, really never faded back. Ramirez doing a little battle going into turn number 1. Him and Tyler Jordan, they flip-flop for position. And Ramirez going to muscle his way back up into position off of turn number 3. Tyler Jordan, Ramirez doing battle. They got at us for 4th place. Ramirez down 4th. Seve DePento now Yarbrough. Don't cut him out as he closes up the gap coming into turn 11. This will be the final lap as they come around. How about Ramirez again doing battle with Jordan as they crisscross again for 4th. Meantime, here comes the battle up front. Jason Yarbrough shoots down the front stretch. Yarbrough for the lead into turn number 1. He'll get it away. Jason Yarbrough takes it away. For the second time, Jason Yarbrough up front. We'll see if Seve can fight him back. Jason Yarbrough lost the lead in lap number 7. Gets it back here in the final lap. So here comes Jason Yarbrough on the entry to turn number 8. Watching a couple of good battles. Got a good battle with Ramirez and Jordan here on the final lap. Heading into turn number 10. It's Jason Yarbrough with the lead, staying right on him. Seve DePento coming into turn number 11. Seve going to go side by side. He's denied as Yarbrough shuts the door. They'll come off turn number 13. Jason Yarbrough got the power. He's got the advantage, and he's got the win. Jason Yarbrough picks up the win. Seve DePento coming home second. Saraceno been flying solo. He'll walk up third. Tyler Jordan just ahead of Ramirez. That race for 4th. Tyler Jordan with the advantage. Double Tony Kart's going to battle for 4th and 5th. It'll be Jordan and Ramirez. A great run there. How about the battle up front? Then the battle for 4th. Couple of good racing going on there. So Jason Yarbrough picks up his 2nd win in the pre-finals here this afternoon. Yeah, we'll need our kit car drivers.